Good evening. We are starting right now, but before that, I would like to confirm from the following whether you can hear me. Benignas, Makori, Kibor, or anybody else who is already in our midst, who is already in our meeting, kindly confirm that you are audio or you can be able to listen to me. Kindly talk to me, talk back to me, talk to me. Um, Let me get it from you. We have just started. We are going to take 1 hour. I want to get it from you so that I can officially start our session. Waiting to hear from you. Thank you so much, Felix, for confirming that you can hear me. So let's start. First of all, a good evening and welcome to Ambassador Speaks show. We are on our second day out of the 12 days we are going to have, started yesterday. We shall be talking about academic things, academic talks all through. Today, you will bear with me. I'm using a very small camera. The one they have just placed in front of my laptop. The other one, the big one, is having some issues. It's just there. Imeamua kwenda strike, but if in the meantime it functions, we will proceed with it. So I highly welcome you to our talk, that is Ambassador Speaks Talk. This is a channel where we always talk about studies, we always talk about academics, academic excellence. So I've prepared for you a list of topics, 12 of them. We started yesterday and we talked about how a phone can be useful or how a phone, if not well handled, can not function well with a student. And I was addressing parents yesterday. Those who missed it can go back and check with me. For today, I'm talking to all of you, both parents, students, teachers, and any other stakeholder on education. So it's for everybody. If someone whom you feel like should follow this, Ayuko Leo, you can just share with that particular person. It's all about education. Shout out to those viewers who are coming again for the second time, for the third time, for the fifth time, for the 100th time. I mean, they have been following me all through. Shout out to you and thank you for always following me and coming back for the second time. Thank you so much. You can share with the others. And for the people who are coming here for the first time, I want to welcome you to Ambassador Speaks, so that we can continue learning more and more and more from here. You can check on our other videos that we have been doing for the last 2 years, 3 years, 1 year. We've been doing a lot. And then if it's your first time, it means you've not subscribed. I invite you also to subscribe. And wherever you are, anybody having a smartphone, a laptop, and whatever it can use to subscribe, please do so. So today, I would like us to talk about a topic known as academic excellence. The word excellence is not just found in academics alone, but it's found everywhere. Excellence. Somebody can tell you you need to have a spirit of excellence. What is that? If I may ask you, what is excellence? Before we talk about academic excellence. If someone gives you a job of to sweep or to clean a room, then tells you, please work with excellence. As you're cleaning that room, observe excellence. That person simply means if you are doing that work, ensure every part of the room is cleaned. Don't even leave a small dirt. Don't clean, as if you don't want to clean. Clean it very well. That is excellence. If you do something to the maximum, the one we are saying in our language, Kiswahili, ufanya na roho moja. That is now excellence. Kama ni kusoma, usome na roho moja. That is excellence. Yeah. So, what is academic excellence? It means doing your academics with a lot of excellence, which can be seen when the results of your exams are out. Excellence can be seen that. And it is a step to achieve excellence in academics. It's not a one night thing. It's a step that takes time. It takes weeks, it takes months. It can even take years to achieve academic excellence. As you are marking the student's work, you will always know I'm marking a paper for a student who is academically excellent. I'm marking a paper of a student who is an average student. I'm marking a paper of a student who is below average. We will always know based on what we are checking in the paper. Now, what can we do, or what are some of the things or factors that we are supposed to consider for that student to achieve academic excellence? I've said it's not an overnight thing. It is a journey that all the stakeholders, student being the lead, we are supposed to help him or her to achieve academic excellence. Yeah, we always pressurize them, we always push them, but have we ever talked about or with them on the same? You as a parent, it may be you've gone to school and you know what I'm talking about. During our time, most of us parents, our parents were not educated and they had very little to add onto our studies. That's why you would not argue. Those parents could not argue with a teacher. Mwalimu akishasema uko na makosa, final. Why? They didn't want to engage a lot of themselves in academics since they didn't know. But some of us, your parent is a teacher, is a nurse, is a doctor, whatever the case, amesoma. So when we come together and we say, we want to help you achieve your academic excellence, most of them, they understand and they know what we are talking about. Now, academic excellence, 90% of it are or is achieved in class with the teacher and the student and the books. Those three are the main. You as a parent or the government or any other stakeholder, you are the one now contributing the 10% in class. The 90% are achieved by three. You can allow me to say things, though not. A student, the teacher, and the resources, which are the books. The way now all these are meant for the student to achieve the excellence. And other factors which we are going to talk about, including time management. But for now, let's start the first one. What is actually, because I've said this, academic excellence is doing well in academics. If I give you a paper of maths, then a student scores 95, another one scores 80, another one scores 70, 60, all the way until we find a student scoring 20%. I can beat the first three, then I say these ones are academically excellent. They're doing well in this particular paper. And if they're doing so in all the other papers, chemistry, physics, maths, English, Kiswahili, CRE, biology, all the others, then we say this student is excellent. The ones which are on 60s, 50s, we say they are above average. That is now about these students. Now, what is taking place in class are the following. Let me pick a topic. Anytime I'm talking to students in several schools, I always use one topic to explain to them. I pick a topic in a chemistry, like water and hydrogen. Let's say now, we are talking about water and hydrogen. There are things that takes place in class. One, that the teacher will come and introduce to you and tells you that today we are starting a new topic. No student in that class knows about water and hydrogen except the teacher. They are studying on neutral ground. No student knows about water and hydrogen. It is only the teacher. Now, anataka kuintroduce on a flat, on a fair ground. Yes, and we are starting afresh. But at the end of the day, you will still realize kuna mwenye atashika kuliko mwingine. Why? If I may ask, why? Mbona mwingine ashike vizuri, mwingine apa. So the teacher will start by saying, water and hydrogen, I'm starting with water. Na aseme, aanze kumention sources of water, which substance, which when it is found in air, it produces water, reactions of water with metals, anaelezea hizo vitu zote vizuri. Then akipeana exam, kuna mwenye atakuwa ameshika vizuri, mwingine bado. So unashangaa what happened. So there are things that follows. First of all, as the teacher is teaching in class, one thing, there is a student who is very keen listening to what the teacher is doing. Another student is busy thinking about how their home is doing, about what's happening at home, and many other things. So being very keen while the teacher is teaching, because at the end of the 40 minutes, if it is a high school, at the end of the 40 minutes, the teacher will leave. As the teacher leaves the door, kuna mwanafunzi ameshika everything. He or she doesn't even need to go back to the notes and read. Now kuna mwingine mwenye ameshika one thing. Why? That student was not keen when the teacher was teaching. So the first thing that you would apply, I know that there are many things that we are thinking. I was telling wanafunzi wangu, in fact, hata nyinyi hakuna haja mfikiria maneno mingi because live rent. You don't pay rent. You don't buy food. You don't pay school fees. Mafikira mingi tuachie walimu na wazazi because there are a lot they are carrying in their heads. You, kama ni kufikiria, fikiria kuhusu masomo. And when the teacher is in class, just be very keen. Akifunza step by step. Na kama kuna mahali haujaelewa au you talk back to the teacher, mwambie rudia mahali fulani. The teacher will do so. So that's one of the factors that brings difference, that adds to the academic excellence. Being very keen in class. Now, there are 4 things naambianga wanafunzi ukue naso. In fact, anytime when I'm free outside the 40 minutes, I always go back to the students. I just ask them, show me your notes, show me your file, show me the assignments you've been doing, and show me the past papers that you have. So the first step, the teacher comes to class and teaches you. Anafunza tu vizuri water and hydrogen. Na anawaambia, before the end of this week, all the 5 lessons I have, including an extra one that you will give me, inafaa tumalizane na water and hydrogen. And for sure, the teacher by Friday is done with water and hydrogen. So amemaliza part 1, amewafunza, amekuintroduce to something that you don't or you didn't know. Now ameenda, amekuachia nini? Amekuachia notes. What is the role of the notes? It is for you to read and reread again. Teacher alikuwa amesema nini hapa? Ukishamalizana na notes of that particular topic, do you have questions belonging to that particular topic? Yes. The teacher will, after the end of every topic, a teacher will always leave you with questions. Inakuanga compulsory. There is no teacher who can finish a topic na ende. No. Anawapeanga maswali. So after reading that particular topic ya water and hydrogen, now go to the questions. Mostly amekopea like 10 questions. Go through those questions vizuri. Those questions are the assignments. Atakuja aiangalie. Hata asipoangalia, it is your sole responsibility to ensure that of the 10 questions, you can be able to answer all of them if any of them appears in the exam. That is now what we call mastering of content. And you would have known what the topic is all about. Then, as you are waiting for the exams now, just look for some papers, mostly your peers who are ahead of you when you are form 2, form 3, ama mpwatu wako mbele yako. Tafuta karatasi ya form 1 chemistry or whatever okay, I'm using chemistry. Check if there is any question water and hydrogen. Is it there? Yes. Answer that question. Can you answer it? Yes. Then you're okay. But the problem with us, the teacher amefunza, amemaliza kufunza, unategemea Kenya alikufunza kwa class peke yake, and maybe when you were teaching uliomba ruhusa kwenda choo. So kuna kitu alisema hukushika. You have to read again. We were doing this with my class, and we realized that if you read 4 times a topic, then content will stick to your head. Then go through questions, go through your file, go through those things, then wait for that exam, you will pass. If you do the same in all the chemistry topics and all the other topics of other subjects, you are above. You will score good grades. If I may ask you, or if you're a parent, can you ask ask your student this way, your daughter or your son? The first thing that we all know is, the first step is, was he or she taught in class? That is yes, because you ainanga shortcut, you have to be in class. If I go to class and I find my student, I find an empty locker, itakuwa fita. Until that student is produced, I will not continue teaching. Unless niambiwe na ofisi, msasa alimkujia akampeleka nyumbani. Ama ni mgonjwa ako kwa nurse. Ama alipatikana kwa makosa fulani ako punishment. I mean, such things. So the first one, being in class, inakuanga the first step to academic excellence, being taught in class. Number 2, working on your assignments. The assignments ensures that you master the content. Past papers, all those, it works well with you. The other thing as to why you find some students being very keen in class, they are doing so well, they always use their free time vizuri, is because they know what they want. I always ask students, please know what you want. And I can sometimes help you know what you want. What you want is excellence in academics. Right now, atunanga maneno mingi. Let's just work with excellence in academics. We don't want too much from you. We don't want too much from you. We just want, just to work with excellence. Now, I remember when I was in Form 3, our principal invited an examiner history from, that guy was coming from Western. He was called Wafula somebody, yeah. Then he said one thing that I still remember up to today. He told us, I was in Form 4, yeah, not Form 3, Form 4, I was in Form 4. Tumemaliza syllabus, tumemaster content, tumefollow all these things that I've just said. Now akakuja akasema, so when he was coming the following day, he sent a paper. Akatumana karatasi kwa shule. Print this paper, wacha kila mwanafunzi afanye hiyo karatasi before nifike. So tukamsha 5 with our history teacher. Tukafanya hiyo history. It was a paper yenye ilikuwa mrefu. Paper 1, paper 2 combined. So it was like a file. Makaratasi mingi. Then, tukapewa 5. Na akasema, don't be strict on them. If they can copy, let them copy. But I want the paper to be done by 9. So tukapewa 5. Because it's like 2 papers. 2 hours. Tukaanza 5. Tukapewa by 9 ikuwe ready. Ikifika time ya kwenda chai, you go and take your breakfast. Back to class. Continue with the paper. And we were so happy. So when the teacher came, he was from, I'm still trying to remember the school from Western. Akasema kitu moja inafaa mjue ni kwamba hakuna mtoto, hakuna mwanafunzi mwenye amezaliwa kwa minajili ya kuanguka mtihani. Everybody can pass. He changed our attitude on chemistry, on history from that day. So hakuna mtu anafaa kupita, hakuna mwingine anafaa kuanguka. Nyinyi wote inafaa mpite. There are no selected people to pass, and there are no selected people to fail. It touched me, and I was so happy. Now, he mentioned some things that can make or can bring a difference in class. And later on, I realized it is true. Kuna mwanafunzi, let's be honest here. Kuna mwanafunzi anataka kuwa daktari, na anajua tu vizuri For you to be a doctor, you must score. Kuna mwingine hata ameambiwa na mzazi, please nakuomba tu msichana wangu ama kijana wangu maliza form 4. Whatever you will bring back home, sitaki kujua. Then mtu mwenye anataka kuwa daktari anataka kujiassociate na mtu mwenye ameambiwa kama na certificate. By the way, do you know hata ukipata E utapata certificate? Certificate doesn't need many things. Na kuna watu wameambiwa hivyo. Kuna mtu, I don't have any problem with the military. Kuna mtu ameambiwa wewe pata any grade tukuje kutafutie police. I'm saying so because I come from a village where almost everyone is a military. So yeye unataka kumsumbua apate A na yeye ameambiwa already akili yake ishaharibiwa from home. Just score score what? Just score any grade and come. Huyo mtu hata ufanye nini kwa shule, you will not change his mindset unless tumwambie please achana na kenye uliambiwa. You can be better than that. You see? So if a student knows what he or she wants, the energy he will be operating with will be different. Na atakuwa na energy kubwa na ataifanya vizuri. So as a student, know what you want. As a parent, make sure your student, your daughter or son knows what he wants. As a teacher, remember, apart from being a teacher, you are a mentor to the many students you are teaching. Enlighten them to know what they also want. Such that I was telling a student, you know, if you want something, the energy you put reciprocates what you want. Na kama hakuna kitu unataka, you cannot waste your time with a lot of energy. We're waking up at 4 to read, sleeping late. It's for only those who knows what they want. Hata kuna mwingine anataka tu kuwa associated na excellence. And I was telling somebody that way. Even there are some guys sometimes who are working for me in my media. And I always tell them one thing. I love excellence in everything. Tusipate, like for today, the camera, okay, it's not the camera, it's the HDMI cable. That one I cannot blame them. But they need to change this cable. Why? There was a day it also misbehaved this way. Why is it that it is still there together with the other cables? That's lack of excellence. You want to operate with excellence. Anybody working in the State House is a man or a woman of excellence. Even in our studies, you know, there is joy in having excellence in your studies. Yani, after when you are listening out, somebody will know this guy is a man of excellence. This guy is doing. So we need to bring the same in our studies with our students, with our girls, with our boys. Excellence. Let's instill excellence in them. And if you are a student listening to me, have some excellence. Some people call it spirit of excellence. Please take that spirit of excellence within you. Such that even when you are writing an answer in your exam, you ask yourself, is it the correct one? Kuna mwingine anaandika tu ijaye hiyo karatasi aende. Apeane, yani waseme ati kuna blank space. Excellence is what we want. Now another thing that again we need to know is what we call determination. Are you determined to go for what you want? I'm not expounding too much, but I'm talking in the line of academics. When a student is determined, trust me, I have many case examples of students who are determined. I will use my example when I was a student. Gibor mathematics guru can relate this. I know he's listening from are you in Uasingishu Maelke Marakwet? I know Felix Makori is following from Mombasa, together with Benignas from Mombasa. Yeah. So you can tell me where you're watching me from. And remember, I've said you can share this in all the academic groups you are in. Please, I'm requesting that. If there's any academic group you are in, share this link with them. Those who are in, please, where are you watching us from? Where are you watching me from? We are talking about academic excellence and some of the things that can make our students improve in their academics. Now, have you ever asked yourself what you are determined for? When you are determined, nothing can stop you to go for it. Yani ukishaamua, I'm going for this. When I was in Form 4, is it really form 4? Form 3 musho. I used not to do well in mathematics. I used to score 60, 50, 70. Okay, again, that's a 70. So that one I was not doing well because when I was in primary, in fact, in primary, I scored everything in mathematics. You know, because when we were doing our KCSE, we had the question paper and where we were marking. Come an A, mark A. So during our time, our maths teacher, Mr. Kipchumba, told us that the one yenye itachukuliwa na neck, just tick. Then the question paper, please nitikie. I will mark for myself per die. I scored everything. Now, kufika not campus, high school now I'm scoring 60, 70. So my primary teacher one day told me, please come with your maths papers. I want to check your progress. We ni primary teacher. Nikampeleka niambia, si mbaya but kidogo, you used to score well in Form 1 and Form 2. What's happening with Form 3? Akaniambia, man, go back to where you are. Be determined, go for it. Nikaamua nikasema, by the way, my primary teacher is not happy with my mathematics results. I went for it. There's a guy called Evans Kibet who comes from Kapsowar in Elgeyo Marakwet. This guy used to score. Hakuwa anacheza na hesabu. Alikuwa anascore 90, 95. Nikaenda nikaambia, man, I'll be in your league in the next one term. Akansalimia akaniambia, man, karibu. Hii hesabu lazima tututwange. Man, we did those maths. The math was mathing. We did it. Tulikuwa tunaamka 3. Tunaitwanga hiyo hesabu. Man, it reached the point where I used to score 90, 95, if not 100. In fact, most ones I used to score 100. Sasa ikafika mahali, the part P, ama section B of mathematics inakwanga 8 questions, and we are supposed to do how many? We are supposed to do 5 of them. So, pick the best 5 you can do. Sile zingine acha nazo because maybe you are not sure of. So, it was like, I was sure of 50 marks in the section B because umenipea maswali 8. I'm supposed to do 5. The 3, naacha nazo. So, Evans, in fact, we used to call him Kapsowar. Yeah, alikuwa naitwanka vizuri. So, ikafika mahali, the two of us are scoring 50-50 in the section B. Section A now, section A, unajua kinia maswali kidogo 3 marks, 4 marks, 3, hata saa zingine 2 marks. So hiyo unapata kuna nimescore 41 out of 50, 45 out of 50, by God's grace sometimes 50 out of 50. But ile tulikuwa sure, ni section B, 50 out of 50. Owiyo Ochieng is following us from South Africa. Thank you. How is South Africa? I'm planning to be in South Africa next year. There is an event. I hope you will host me. Owiyo Ochieng. Sawa. So, this guy told me one thing. Akaniambia, now, tuachana section A. Section A inakwanga, you can score all of them. You can score 45, you can score. But let's make sure hakuna kuscore less than 40. That was okay. Now, section B tukaamua, let's go to another heights. Inaitwa heights ingine. Because we are very determined with mathematics. Tukasema, badala ya kuchoose 5 questions, we do the first 5. Because you can relate this. Unajua umepewa maswali 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, because tumefika mahali penye, we want to test ourselves. Tukasema, in any exam given to us by Mr. Kurgat, don't choose 5. Do the first 5. 1, 2, don't skip. Kama ina namba, itakuwa namba? Inasanga namba gani? Maths 21. Ama inasanga 18, 19, mpaka 8 questions. So, fanya 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 without choosing. Work on those. Hey, so sasa, it means I had to revise the whole syllabus to make sure in any exams I don't lose. And for sure, he'd helped me. That was the determination I had in mathematics. I did it. I scored it very well. So if a student is not determined, ndio maana unajiulizanga, Kuna mtu anauliza, oh, inaanza question 17. Yes, inaanza na, that is a mathematics teacher directing me. Inaanza na question 17 alafu 8 questions ikielekea huko. Sometimes unajiuliza, some teachers get annoyed. Oh, mpaka analeta vitabu kwa class, anaambia walimu, wanafunzi, kama ni KLB, nyinyi wote na wafunza na KLB. Kama ni notes, na wapea the same notes. Kama ni mwalimu ni mimi, I'm teaching you one teacher. Mbona mwingine ana score hii, mbona mwingine ana score hii, mbona mwingine ana score ile? Those students are determined differently. That's why I'm here to tell you, as a student, be determined. You go for it. Hii maneno ya kwenda hivi hivi unakaa ni kama tumekulasimishia. I was telling another school last time in Nakuru, bwana, education is the only thing that can unite the poor and the rich. Yani, you can be poor, but if you are smart upstairs, if you are academically excellent, my friend, you can sit in the same table na wale wengine. Nobody will stop you. Are we together? Haya, let's talk on this. Hii niliongelea class time. Go and check about what I said about time. Time management. Bwana, it does not only affect students, but everybody in the world. That's why we will have A student, a B student, C student, D student. The way we manage time defines our result outside there. I will not talk too much, but I'm sending you. Just look at the Ambassador Speaks Time Management. I talked on it well. In fact, some of you have watched it. Koske, you can pick that link from our from the YouTube ukuje upaste hapa kwa chat section about time management. Time, the way you value time determines how the time will serve you. I was saying this, that sometimes 1 second is very important. Sometimes 2 seconds is very important. Sometimes one year is too short that it cannot help you. So time, the way you use it, let me not talk outside the class, but inside the class. Kuna mwanafunzi, I was giving this scenario, a student from another school here in Limuru. Nilikuwa huko siku fulani, and we said this. Akaniambia, sometimes our teachers are giving us a lot of work. English, maths, nini. Nikaambia, no, just come. I decided to spend time with him. Nikaambia kijana, hebu, okay, in chemistry uko na maswali ngapi? Akanipea, tukaandika. I think it was on because nilikuwa nimeenda huko weekend. Tukaangalia chemistry, yes, for sure alikuwa amepewa maswali mingi, almost 40. Na mwalimu alipeana on Thursday. Na anasema Monday nikikupata kama hujafanya ni mauano. Mwalimu wa English pia amepeana zake. Yani, okay, most of the assignments are given on Friday. Umalizie hiyo weekend, by Monday mkutane nayo. So we sampled all the questions in all the subjects, and it was like over 100 questions. One or something. Then I asked him now, let's find out the average time for doing one question. Akasema the average time is like 2 or 3 minutes. Nikaambia hata tusifanye hivyo, let's make it 5 minutes. Let's just say average ni 5 minutes. And you have 1 or 5 questions, or roughly 110 questions. Times 5, that is 550 minutes. That is roughly 10 hours. Roughly 10 hours. So you need 10 hours to make sure that by the end of the weekend, you are done with these questions. Monday ones are fresh because every day starts with its own work. Every week starts with its own work. So 550 minutes, which in my round of equals 600 minutes. 600 minutes, that makes like 10 hours. Remember, hours are made of minutes. So the way you value 1 minute determines how you value 1 hour. So nikamwambia right now, because that talk ilienda mpaka around 5:20 ama 5:15 hapo. So nikamuuliza between now what's the next activity, akaniambia sapa inaanza saa ngapi, 5:45 ama 5:50 ama 6 hapo. So nikamwambia so you have like 25 minutes which you can go and do at least 5 questions. Ukishafanya 5 questions umeipunguza from how many, from 105 100. Hata ukipata 2 minutes fanya hiyo swali halfway. Hata ukipata 1 minute fanya hiyo swali halfway. So mimi nikamwambia kama ulipewa assignment on Thursday, you want to tell me between Thursday up to Monday morning you cannot create 10 hours? So akasema oh, we created 10 hours between Thursday and Sunday. We added even 2 minutes, we added. The problem of a student is that ikishafika 5:30 jioni na sapa ni 6, hiyo 30 minutes anasema wacha inipate laini, anaenda anapanga laini the whole 30 minutes. Lakini kuna mwingine ameenda kusomea hiyo 30 minutes, hiyo 30 minutes amefanya maswali ngapi? Amefanya over 10 questions. Akitoka sapa akuja kai for another 2 hours, amefanya over 20 questions. So kitambo si kuishe, huyo mwanafunzi amemazana na over 40 questions ama 50. The following day inaanza vizuri. And remember, there is no joy to a student akirealize, akifunga macho hivi na realize maths nimemaza assignment yake, English hiyo assignment iko chini imelala, hata sisi na ubaya nayo. CRE hiyo nimemaliza mpaka hata nimesoma Biblia. Nini nyingine? Art and craft nimechora everything. Geography hizo map work zote nimeimaliza. I mean mpaka kuna assignments zingine yenye mwalimu anakupeanga na mwalimu yeye pata evidence approve umefanya. Mwalimu anasema please let's go and read this novel everybody. Ukimaliza tutakuja kujibu swali. How will the teacher know that ulisoma your novel? How is jua? So that is now from you. You be honest to yourself. So the joy comes when you're doing your assignment very well. Now, in fact, you will be having a lot of peace. But the problem, ujafanya ya maths na mwalimu wa maths unajua venye wanakuanga. Ujafanya ya English na unajua mwalimu wa English venye yako. Ujafanya ya chemistry na unajua walimu wa chemistry wanapikanga watu. Ujafanya, everywhere. So imefika Sunday asubuhi, you try to see the time available and the assignment iko, you lose hope in life. Unaamua unasema I want to be fair. Unakuwa fair in this manner. Hakuna assignment unafanya, unaachana sote, unakuwa fair kwa sote simply because you did not plan yourself well. You wasted your time. So that ikifika now form 4 ama class 8 for those who are in primary, ingawa hakuna class 8 ukizi, ikishapaki 2 months sasa unataka kusoma chemistry yote from form 1 mpaka form 4, unataka kusoma maths yote from form 1 mpaka form 4, unataka my friend bwana, it's not possible. Tuanze mapema kidogo. Even those 2 months will not help you. Please tuanze mapema. Those who are going to form 4, let's start now. Yeah, tuanze mapema. Leo kuna mwanafunzi amenisumbua nimfunze chemistry from 12. Nikamwambia bro, sini Christmas. Teacher hakuna time, please na go form 2. Kananiambia ndaka nikienda shule nikuwe sina backlog ya form 2 work, form 1. Kaambia by that I just had to. Mimi nilikuwa busy kidogo, lakini I do create time for such people. I do create time for such people. Kabisa. Those are the guys who are determined. Number 4, number 5, I don't know, I'm not numbering. As a student, to be excellent academically, you need to seek support. Support from teachers, support from parents, and support from your colleague students. Kabisa. Like for me, I did with Evans. We had to study hard. We had to study excellent. We had to do well. We did not have any option. Kuna mwanafunzi alikuwa ananiletea maswali mingi nimfunze. Kaambia please, these questions are too much from you. And I know these ones can be answered from your colleagues. Akasema no, mimi sitaki kufunzwa na mwanafunzi. So sasa kama unataka kufunzwa na your colleague, then you have a problem. Allow your colleagues to teach you and also teach them, and you will do well. Are you together? How many are still with me? By the show of hands, just say I'm in, I'm in, I'm in. Mnipe psyche kidogo ndio nisilale. Yes. So, what is... Okay, by the way, after mzazi amelipa school fees, we need to be honest, after mzazi amelipa school fees, there is very less that a parent can do. As after your parent has paid school fees, there is very less that parent can do. Kabisa. Unless tu umekuwa mkaidi kwa shule. But the major support you need to get is the support of the teachers and your fellow students. Respect your students, your colleagues, respect teachers, let them support you fully. Pick one teacher, and please take this very serious. Pick one teacher in that school who is your academic mentor to mentor you academically. All teachers are mentors. Whatever I'm saying, all teachers can say. Whatever I'm directing you to do, all teachers can do so. Just be determined. Kuna mwanafunzi aliwaendea deputy akaambia nichorea timetable. Deputy akamchorea timetable vizuri. Hata kwa anataka ile ya nataka unifunzenge during no. Alisema tu I want to pass. Akaulizwa na deputy, yes, akasema I want to pass. Bwana alianza kwa class, aka make sure ako na notes yote yani alijipanga vizuri. Akawa determined. Akasik support. In class akajibu maswali, akafanya everything that a student needs to be doing in class. Man, everything went on well. He moved, or she moved. She moved from... I will use position, I will not use a grade, because sometimes gradings, walimu wanaenda kuset mtihani in Jupiter, na wanaleta ikufanywa kwa mtihani ya Earth. So, she moved from... alikuwa ana score less, over, alikuwa anashikilia over 200, akakuja top 100. And you know, the school I'm talking about, when you are top 100, you are sure of A minus ama A. And we are waiting for the results. I'm very happy that I know she will score. Thank you, Sally and Owio. They are saying we are in. Thank you so much for following. Share it with some people elsewhere who can listen to us. So I'm saying this. The support that a student needs is within class. Just make books your friends. Don't fear to read books. Make sure teachers are your friends. Utilize them fully. Now, I want to talk about this. Setting of targets. Hey, do you know man a target? Even farmers are setting their own targets. Mtu anakuambia before the end of the next 5 years, I would like to be able to be harvesting 200 sacks. Meaning, I need to plant more acres of land. Meaning, I need to increase capital. Meaning, I need to work hard. And a target. Now, in our academics, target is I'm scoring 40% in maths. I'm scoring an average of a C in all the subjects. I need to improve. You set your own target. A farmer, like mathematics guru Koske, a farmer who is harvesting 5 sacks, 10 sacks each year, cannot wake up one day and say, I want to harvest 500 sacks next year. Okay, hata ukiwa na capital, let's say you've umeingia bank, ukaiba pesa mingi sana, ama umepewa pesa mingi sana. Sisi kuiba, I'm just using that one. If you're not used to planting, it may be very difficult for you to move once from planting half an acre to planting 200 acres. Hata ukiwa na pesa aje, it will be difficult. Why? You are not used to it. Mwanafunzi fulani akaniandikia time target in a piece of paper, akaniambia now, ati ameandika anataka kuscore A. Previous results akona D+. Nikamwambia no. A utascore, but sio kwa next exam. This A you will score it, but not in form 2. You will score this A in the end of form 3. I'm not discouraging you. I want to give you the correct trajectory on which we are going to follow until you get your A. Right now we have 3 weeks, 1 month to exam, and the previous exam you had a D plus. We cannot go there. In fact, we cannot go there. We cannot reach there. Nataka unipe C plus ama C. Just move from D, give me anything C in the next exams. I don't also want us to go into details of perfecting the mastery of content. I want us to move slowly by slowly. Nikamwambia, we have 1 month. Let's draw a proper timetable on which we are going to use it so that by the end of this 1 month ukue umesoma kila mahali. Akaniambia ni sawa, so tuanzie wapi? Kaambia tuanzie form 1 work. So form 1 work tukaipea 1 week. So 1 week amazana form 1 work. Kama ni chemistry iishe, kama ni physics akwa anafanya physics. I mean all the other subjects week 1. Let's not even go to past papers ya form 1. No, let's go to form 2 notes. Tukaenda form 2 akamaliza. Ikabaki 1 week to exam. Nikamwambia, so umesoma chemistry, I don't want even to ask kama ulielewa manini, but I'm sure venye ulisoma you captured something. So tukaanza, nikamwambia, in fact most of you have seen me dealing with past papers. Most of you so nikamwambia, wacha nikupe, nikamtafutia paper moja. Kama ni chemistry moja yenye imekava everything. Biology the same. Nikamwambia hata sitaki ufanye kama exam, enda utumie your notes to answer these questions. Akaenda akaijibu yote, nikakuja nikammakia. By the way, mimi when it comes to helping a student even biology that I don't teach, we will check on it together. See, I was given powers to read and write by the university those years. At English, okay, I'm not the one to mark it, but I want to check how you've done it. Kama ni kuandika speech, kwani mimi sijui kuandika speech. I mean, we just go through it. Nikaona amefanya vizuri. Ikafika time ya exam. She had a C stand. I was so happy. Then nikamwambia, now we are moving from C stand. Nipea C plus. Because kuna kwanza kumaintain. Unataka moving from D plus mpaka C, you are not sure kama it is true ama ni aliangukia. Sema ni sawa. That's the thing. Niambia, let's check. So hiyo ingine alikuwa holiday nyumbani. So we had to work over the holiday. Hata si kwenda kumfunza. Because okay, she comes from Nakuru, so kwa naambia that just provide for me transport. I come to a place on Saturday. Nipeane kazi, nimkai na nione kazi amefanya last week. I check on it. Alikuwa anaifanya. So that only nikaamua nimtayarishie mtihani enye I had to find someone kwa hiyo familia mwenye atakuwa, nimeambia mtihani kazi yake ni kufanyaje, anamchunga kama examiner, kama neck. Akimaliza anaichukua anailock kwa kapat ifo fenye ilisha. Nikaitwa, I told them to send me as a parcel, ndio walimu wa other subjects can also mark. She had a B stand. I didn't believe. How do you move from C stand to B stand? Teachers will know it's difficult. It's somehow difficult. But you can move from C to C plus to B minus. But I don't want a B stand. Kaambia okay. Ni sawa. So kufika shule, the principal akasema, okay, we had an opener. But the principal akasema, let's give them 1 week to prepare for the exam. So they were given 1 week. That 1 week, to polish everything. That student had to be awarded being the most improved student. Why? He moved with small achievable targets. Hii maneno ya kusema katindaka ndoge D plus sijui niingie A. It's not possible. We cannot. Ni venye sitaki politics ningetumia mfano fulani, lakini anyway, we cannot correct a mess that has been created since independence of developments in 1 year ama 2 years. You will finish the wananchi. Sasa tunataka tufanye hii, tufanye ile na ni wananchi ndio wanailipia. Itakuwa ngumu. We can do it, but in a span of 10 years, 20 years, 40 years. Hatuwezi tukailipia safari moja tuikosoe the mess that has been created since independence. It's not possible. So you cannot score A from midnight, overnight. Tunaamka tu tunataka kuscore A, itakuwa ngumu. Have achievable target. Mwingine pia, now listen to this. Bwana mwingine akaniandikia target. It was alinitafuta tu akaniambia, teacher, you naonanga unapendanga academic talk sana. Nikamwambia I was busy kidogo, nikamwambia fanya hivi. Enda uniandikie, nikamchorea nikamwambia have 3 columns. The first column, what you scored last time. No, not 2 columns. I wanted the 2 previous exams and I'll score the other time. Next, then what she wants to score in the next coming 2 exams. So 4 columns. So this student akaamua, what was the score? Because tulikuwa sana kidogo kwa hiyo karatasi. Aliongezea 2 marks. Sasa at maths, for example maths, ako na 50. So hiyo ingine anataka 52. Then hiyo ingine 54. So how can you read for the whole term to only add 4 marks? You are a joker. No, it cannot work that way. It cannot work that way. So if you are at 50 and we are setting the target for the end term, and we are in the somewhere mid of the term, I'm at the beginning of the term, adding 15 marks si mbaya. 15 marks si mbaya. Nikamwambia, so in all the subjects, please, from what you had scored, just do what? Add 15 marks, 15 marks, 15 marks. If you had English 45, put it 60. If you had maths 50, put it 65. Unless I can only allow you to add more than 15 or more than 20 if you know the mistake. Kuna mwanafunzi alifanya mtihani akiwa mgonjwa, akapata 50. So we know that was a problem. So huyo huwezi mwambia score. No. Next time akifanya mtihani hatakuwa mgonjwa, hatakuwa sawa. Huyo atanaweka 70, 75. Then work for it. So mtu mwenye anataka aongezee 5 marks kwa mtihani, you don't need even to work hard. You simply need to do what? To be very keen when doing the exam. Mali inafaa uandike units, write units. Mali inafaa uandike with capital, write capital. Use proper handwriting. I mean, fuata kila kitu vizuri. You will add those 5 marks. But somebody who wants to add 15 marks or ikienda sana 20 marks, what do you need to do? You need to work hard, to master content, to, you have to add. Nikamwambia ingekuwa you are dealing with only one subject, maths peke yake, hata naweza amua utoke 50 wende 100 because unaamka maths, saa saba maths, jioni maths. But remember, we have other 7 subjects to work on. So let your target be achievable, let your target be realistic, let your target somehow scare you. Naambianga wanafunzi hivyo. Your target should scare you. Ati unapata sahi Kiswahili 40 na umeandika 65. So meaning you have to add 20 marks. Lakini ukisema uko na 40 na unataka kupata 90, even you know very well you are a joker. Aiendangi hivyo. Ukishapata 60 na ustaplice, yani ukishapata you've added now you are at 60 marks. Na umekaa hapo for the 2 exams. Kiswahili umescore 60. English you have scored 60. For the last 2-3 exams. Then can we think higher? Can we now go to 75? Can we now go to 65? And the answer is yes. Tukishapata 70 vizuri, why don't we go for 80? Now ukishapata 80, have you achieved excellence in academics? And academic excellence is also characterized by the fact that umeona walimu wenye wasemangi wako na exam kesho, anafika tu anasema put away your books. I only want you to have your calculator, your mathematical table, your pen, your pencil, your geometrical set, na anaongezea vitisho. The last time a student cheated in my exams, he went to hospital because what I did to her. Na akasema fenya alipona from hospital akaenda nyumbani. 1 month suspension. Vitisho tu. Then wewe auja prepare for, lakini kuna mtu mwenye anakuanga ready. That is now excellence in academics. And also, so as you are setting your target, always be soft. Like I've said, don't put unataka kujiua, kujipea pressure kuongezea 40 marks. How now? Unless kama una plan kuibia mtihani. Unless you are planning to cheat in that exam, I don't see the need for you to kuandika unataka kuongezea 40. How? Really? No. Yes. Now, most students, please, if you are listening to me and you are a student, notice there is a hidden potential in you that you don't want to utilize. You are very, you can do it. Only that you don't want to utilize your potential. I will tell you my story where my turning point was in class 3, by the way. My turning point. I was class 1, I just used to, my report card bado iko home, by the way. Madhe ako nayo. I used to score I used to be positioned for 6 out of 48. 48 out of 48. Siku fulani, nikakuwa 45, nika improve. Kumbe hao wengine hawakufanya mtihani. Then one day Madam Jane, I know Madam Jane. In fact, there is a book I'm writing and Madam Jane featured there. Madam Jane told me, do you know, kwanza aliongea na Luka nyumbani, do you know you are very bright? Shangaa Madam Jane ananiambia niko bright haji sasa. Nyumbani, my dad is always on me, sijui nini. My mama hata shanganga na mimi, huyu ni wapi huyu. But Madam Jane saying, do you know you are bright? What? Akaniambia tu ni venye ujui wewe uko bright. So during the breaks, she was to come for English lesson next. English lessons ya class 3 ilikuanga dictation. Ana dictate yeye mwenyewe ana dictate, anasema write for me the word aeroplane. So unaandika aeroplane vizuri. Write for me the word car. Lakini alikuwa amemove from easy words like car akaenda yenye iko na silent letters, garden, aeroplane, vitu mingi. So during that short break, wanafunzi wanajaza mbira, mimi niko na yeye. Na nimeshtuka, madam anataka nini? Akaniambia for example, nataka ujue venye maneno inaandikwa. Pole tu. Then akanipea like 15 words kuandika. Aeroplane I still remember mpaka wa leo. Aeroplane inaandikwa hivi. Hii inaandikwa na nikaandika tena hapo kando. Na akaniambia sasa imebaki 10 minutes, kimbia break ujeze mpira, tukutane class baadaye. Mimi nikaenda nikacheza mpira. Wanafunzi wananiambia, "Madam alikuwa anasema nini?" Nikamwambia hapana, alikuwa na niuliza. I was just shy. Sikutaka hata kujua what we were discussing. Then tukafika, akasema open a new page. Fungua kwanza, anaongea na Luka yetu ya nyumbani. Unajua sasa. So just a new page like kama hii. Right, andika hii na naanza kusoma. So akatupatia 10 words ya kuandika. So I'm supposed to write them with correct spellings. Of the 10, alikuwa amenifunza 5. Nikapata 5 kwanza vizuri. Then out of the 5 ingine nikapata 2. So I had 7 out of 10. Na nikapikiwa makofi, sijui nini, wewe unajua. Hey. Nimesahau nilikuwa na chai. That was my turning point. She ensured that I realized my potential. There's a teacher we were teaching with him, but yeye alimove from 844 system akaenda curriculum ingine international, so anafunza international schools. Kuna mwanafunzi tulikuwa tukimsaidia, mzazi wake alinitafuta akatafuta huyo mwalimu to deal na huyo mwanafunzi. So the big problem with the student was hakuwa anajiamini, hakuwa anajua kwamba I can do it. So Mr. Kiliru told me, huyu mwanafunzi nataka tumfanye kwanza I realize that he is good. How did we do it? For the chemistry exam, it was a paper 2, so it only has 8 questions from 8 topics. So out of the 8, nikamfunza 4 topics. 4 topics, yani ile nimemfunza exactly where the exam is supposed to come from. Tukadiscuss vizuri. Nikamwambia usiniangushe kwa chem na physics. Akaniambia sawa. Kiliru was teaching geography. Akamfunza vizuri. Akasema sawa. We just did the same in all the subjects. Then mtihani ikatoka. But she used to score E. E for elephant. But when the exam were out, hakuwa na E. Akatest another grade, D+. Tukamwita. Now, the same way we did. Unaona tu fenye tumekufunza, I taught you 4 topics in chemistry, and because the 4 questions were coming from the 4 topics, now we score. Until now you have a D+, not an E. I want us to apply now. We read the old topics the same way tulisoma hizo topics nyingine. And if a question will come from any other topic, you will score. Tulifanya hivyo. Nikamwambia asikuwe na overnight expectation. Sasa tumesoma kesho. No. Tukatoka pole. Bwana, when the KCC were out, that girl had a B-. That was mamake. For the first time, I received the credit kubwa sana. Yeah, because we just made the student realizes her potential. Please, as a parent, as a teacher, as an educational stakeholder, let your student know that he is potentially high. Let her know that she's doing well, she can do well. And if you're a student, because my channel belongs to students, you can make it. You will do it. You will make it. Like the others. Kama venye niliambiwa na yule mwalimu wa history kutoka Western, hakuna mwanafunzi amesaliwa kwa minajili ya kuanguka mtihani. All of us can make it. You will make it. I will make it. All of us, we can make it. Those who are in right now, please, I request you write for me a statement on academic excellence. Hapo kwa chat tu. If you're told to give a statement to a student, or if you're a student, what are you saying about academic excellence? You can make it. Now, my students always have what we call 5 pillars of success. 5 pillars of success. They know it. They know it very well. Number 1 is consistency. Consistency. Be consistent. We soma tu. Hata kama mtihani imetogezea na umerealize how to make it, please continue reading. Just be consistent. Number 2, more than consistence is persistence. Be very persistent. Kabisa. In what you are doing. Number 3, ni ile nilikuwa nimeongelea sasa zile determination. Be determined. Be determined in what you are doing. Hata ukiambiwa haufanyi, fanya. There was a boy aliambiwa na mwalimu fulani in a given school I was teaching in Machakos. Akaambiwa, bwana kijana, wewe ni kama huwezi pita mtihani. Aliambiwa mbele ya wanafunzi wengine, wewe usipochunga wewe huwezi pita mtihani. A boy who is a man. You know boys are young men. The boy took that discouragement and he converted it to encouragement. Akasema, I'm encouraged by being discouraged. And the teacher knew what he was doing. Aliona huyu ndamwembarrass ndio at least afikirie vizuri. So akasema, akaambiwa sasa you will fail. Akasema no, I will not fail. He had to work hard to prove the teacher wrong. And that was the aim of the teacher. Even you, I know, sometimes you meet with people who discourages you, ranging from your parents, from your colleagues, even from teachers, but rarely from teachers. We don't discourage students. And from even anybody on the road that wewe utaanguka mtihani. Please take that discouragement as an encouragement. Convert the discouragement to be encouragement, and you will do it, and you will make it. The other one is resilience. Can you say resilience? Resilience. Be resilient. Amidst of ups and downs, be resilient. Keep on moving. Are you getting me? Lastly, hard work. I know. Hard work is something that ukiambia mtu work hard anashangaa. What is to work hard? But it's a broad thing. Working hard is putting all your efforts in doing the right thing at the right time. Academic excellence is not a one-night thing. I'm still waiting for those people who are typing something about academic excellence so that I can read it out and we end the show. I'm so happy. My name is Ambassador. I'm the ambassador of academics, ambassador of academic excellence, ambassador of anything that is good morals. I'm the one in charge of it. I gave it myself that role. I will do it in Kenya, outside Kenya. That's why we have an invitation that together with my team next year somewhere August we'll be checking in South Africa for the same thing. So that's why I'm saying let's do this. The only thing that can bridge the gap between the poor and the rich is education. Between the top class and the bottom class is education. Somebody can be very rich but not educated. You can be very poor but very educated. That education of yours can take you there. Be excellent academically. Be excellent academically. Anybody with any question, you can post it there because in the next 1 minute we are going to be out. We are going to be out. Yeah, so thank you for following me. I will once again say, imagine by the sometimes I go to live and I realize that I'm alone with only one person. And that one person is my friend. So thank you for joining me. I request this, please. I kindly request this. Tomorrow, kindly invite 2 or 3 people. Tomorrow, naomba tu tukue wote wenye tuko sai. At least I feel encouraged we continue with the topic. Tomorrow we'll be on our 3rd day. And we are going up to 12th day. Meaning New Year itatupata hapa. Yes. So tomorrow invite 2 or 3 people. At least we will be a big number. Kesho nataka namba kubwa like 20. Tutakuwa sawa ama 30 ama 40 ama 50 ama 100. We want to be a very great team here. I'm happy for that. I will start early tomorrow around 9:30. Ndio tumalize 10:30. Right now it's 11:15. I know we are very, very late. Thank you for being my follower all the days, all the time. This is Ambassador. Have a good night. Ambassador Foundation loves you so much. And now we are out in